Back to the Rockets. Like I said, a lot of moves. KD, Black and Mobs, previously known as. Back to Dorian. Steven Adams. Got Ime Udoka locked up. Fred VanVleet. You're giving the Rockets A for their offseason move. A plus, two, double.
So what's their potential starting lineup first before you
Don't even matter. Don't even.
KD, Black and Mal?
Without their lineup, the same lineup they had last year was number 2.
A. Thomas, KD.
No, it was
They took care of their coach.
Thompson, Brooks,
Stanley Green.
Now I'm talking about now. It's gonna be A. Thompson, KD, VanVleet, the center, the little Joker, and who's the power forward?
Jabari.
Yep. With Capella, Steven Adams on the bench. Tari Eason, Cam Whitmore.
Jay Sean Tate resigned.
Dame Lillard potentially.
Tari Eason.
Oh, man.
What you got the number on what VanVleet signed for? Or no? You got the number for what he
I think
signed?
it was 2 for 50 or something like that, but let me double check.
Lakers might be interested.
2 for 50.
Yeah, they added about $8 more million to it, and just spread it on 2 years. So he had 1 year 40 left, and they just added
They should be the
They
favorite.
added like 10 more million. Then
Is it a
Yeah, he had a $45 million team option.
So they gave him 5 more million to
Is it a
spread.
team option?
The Rockets had a team option for him for $45 million. They declined the team option, gave him 2 for 50.
So basically, like we're gonna decline this unless you're ready to talk.
Damn,
So he took 5 more million to extend that.
he couldn't he could have got more than that somewhere else though.
2 year 50. I mean,
He could have got
this
that
economy?
somewhere else.
But why would
This
you leave?
economy?
But why would you leave?
I'm just saying.
But why would you leave? If you could get more money somewhere else, but why would you leave? You already got
only-
the championship ring. Possibly go get you another one. Why would you leave? It's the best situation for him. Get your ass right where you at.
So moving on to Mr. B, how would you grade the Rockets' offseason moves thus far?
I'm gonna go the same. A. A plus. A. They
So
took
Gil
care of
said
their
A plus plus. Are you going A or A plus?
I'm gonna go A.
Okay.
I like the fact that
Standard
they
A.
re-signed their coach, took care of their coach. They got KD, a guy that can get 27 a night, and you still got your young pieces. So, if you're trying to compete for a championship and you're trying to move forward, having a guy like KD, a guy that just likes to hoop, and he's a lot of things that they can learn from him, I think is gonna benefit them.
All right, let's shift over to you, Kenyon. How would you grade the Rockets' offseason moves thus far?
A plus.
A plus. Damn. Okay.
No, you locked your coach up, who you believe in. You was a second seed last year. You're looking up at one team. They won it. You think you got better as with your roster, everybody. So
this is a lot better.
yeah, that's another year plan for him, another understanding, and you add that plug and play player, man, and it's a recipe for success. So, barring injury, everybody's healthy. Yeah, we all know winning is a learned behavior. I think they got a taste of it last year. Yeah, you bring a winner in KD. Dorian Finney-Smith helps. So you replace what you lost in Dillon Brooks as far as defense and being able to guard multiple positions. So, yeah.
Let's move over to money-making Sonny. How would you grade the Rockets' offseason moves? As Swaggy walks past the camera. It's okay. We are a live show. Y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do.
Water.
A with a triple.
A with a triple.
Triple A. It makes them extremely dangerous now. I mean, the thing that they did miss was a guy who could slow the ball down, slow the game down, crunch time, take good shots, be efficient with those shots. They was missing that leadership as far as a vet that can actually show them outside of VanVleet that execution is important. I think they were playing hero ball at certain points where Ime couldn't get them under control. I think somebody like KD, he's going to get respect immediately just because of resume and legacy. But I think his proven track record is consistency and his efficiency and being able to know that in crunch time moments, give me the ball, y'all don't have to worry about nothing. I don't think they ever had those type of options. That puts them kind of over the top. If you really think about them being number 2 all year with Jalen Green, him not knowing what to do in those positions, KD's seasoned vet, it's an opportunity for him to really ride off in the sunset and try to get him one with this type of team.
Maybe his best opportunities, obviously.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
So,
Since his movement from the Warriors.
and then what also it does, it allows, because their number one option is Alpine Sengun,
Yeah.
right? They're going to play through him. And with having KD out there, you can't double, right? He gets to play one-on-one now. You put Thompson in the dunker. Jabari's a spacer. I mean, like he's a slash. Thompson kid is a slash. You put him in the dunk at times. But Sengun gets to play one-on-one. So Fred makes shots, Jabari makes shots, KD makes shots, and you put Dorian Finney makes shots. So you put people around that can make shots. Houston dangerous.
Swaggy, let's move on to you. How would you grade the Rockets offseason?
I would say, at first I wasn't fond on this team, but now I give them an A+. I like the mentality of putting the ring before the, taking the pay cut. VanVleet taking a pay cut just to try to win a championship.
Already has a ring.
Wait a minute.
He took a pick. Did he?
Full circle.
He got 5
Full
minutes.
circle.
He didn't really have an option in this particular
shit.
situation.
Yeah.
Did not
Don't
have
do
the
that,
leverage.
Vic. Don't do that. Don't you do
There's
that.
nothing to do.
No, he just did it.
No, he did not. There's nothing to do.
It was a team option.
Damn.
No,
Can I
team
get a shot?
option.
Can I get a shot?
The team said you're not getting this bread.
Team option. It wasn't a play option.
He said full circle.
No, there's no full circle.
He could have got way more.
Y'all
He took a pay cut?
No, y'all reaching.
Come on, man. You
Y'all
don't do that, man.
A forced pay cut, if you will.
Y'all reaching now. Your arms ain't that long.
Yeah. I'm not a 7-foot wingspan, they said.
Need them Wimby.
Like,
No, still ain't long enough.
I got you.
Look, I got friends like this.
I can play 2 to 1.
Let me ask you a question. So what makes y'all think he took a pay cut?
Yeah, nothing. I don't want to get into that.
And I'm just asking, because since your man reaching, I just want to know what makes y'all think he took a pay cut.
There was some key king.
I just a real question, because if y'all think he took a pay
What was
cut.
his last contract?
I think it was like a 3 for 130, 140, but team option in the final year.
Okay.
So,
Ooh, what was that team option?
For 40?
45 million.
He only got 5 more million?
no,
For 2 more years.
the team option, not a player option, team. So the team could have decided what they wanted to do.
You don't think Kevin Durant's worth more?
We're not talking about Kevin Durant. See, the fuck is, how he getting this conversation? We're talking about Fred. We're talking about Fred VanVleet. We're not talking about Kevin Durant. So once
we were
again,
talking about Kevin Durant.
No, we're not talking about him. Once again, so y'all want to
But
reach.
you want 40 and 1 and be a free agent? Or
No, it's
no, that's
so
it. Which one?
basically you're owed $40 million
45.
next year.
45.
And I'm saying, as an owner, I don't want you for $40 million.
For 45.
And I could
don't-
say, okay, I'll go be a free agent.
Go be a free agent. Now you got to go get a contract.
Yes, and I guarantee I could get one.
Signed a 3
$40 million for
$129
1
million
year.
I
deal.
could get more than what I'm. That what
You
I
wouldn't go
got.
get 45.
40,
All
45
right, now we
million
gonna act
for
like
one
Van
year.
Fleet. What
Fred
makes him a
VanVleet?
championship?
Wait, I'm saying is 40 million
For one season?
45 for
45
one
for
season.
one
Oh, that's what he.
season?
No, he did not.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what he makes. Yes, that's what
He
he's
was supposed to
saying.
listen, it was a team
The
option
2 year.
next year.
No, he said
No.
a 2-year
No.
deal.
Right now.
No, he had a team option with the Rockets.
For
So he's
$45 million.
If nothing happens,
He could have got
teams-
45 this
They
year.
threw it out.
The-
Signed
no,
him
next
for
year.
50.
The
1
Rockets
year,
declined that
45.
option.
He was owed.
The Rockets
So you
declined
think
that
he
team
could've
option,
went
though.
somewhere and got 46?
The team said we don't want you for $45 million for 1 year.
And he could have been a free agent.
And he would have been a
And
free
he said
agent.
they split that
So now he got
2
50
for
for 2
50.
years.
50 for 2.
Yes. So instead of making 45, he's making 25.
So you
Because
think
of
he
the
could have
team.
went
So it's
somewhere and
like-
got 46
so the
million?
team
Yeah.
is
they
like,
gave him a player option.
If
You
he
said-
was a free agent
He
this
said-
year,
Player option
how much
on
would he get?
VanVleet's
If he
second
was
year.
on the market right
So-
now.
He just got 25.
No.
So he more or less
He was
lost
on the
20.
market.
he lost $20 million.
Nick, he was on the market. He got 25.
You think he would have got more than 45?
You thought he would have
Hell
got
yeah,
1 year for
man.
45
Come on,
million?
man.
46. He said more. He said more.
Come on.
So who's gonna pay?
He said
Who
more.
last contract was what?
So he would have got 48.
3 for 129.
Somebody else would have
46.
Yeah.
So
Who has
Somebody else
$1
would
$1 million more dollars than 45 is 46. No one
Who
was
has
giving him
$46 million to give Fred?
For 1 year.
Who out there has $46
He
million?
could have got more than this.
Who?
For sure.
Who? Where?
Everywhere.
Who? Where?
Where?
Everywhere would not be an
That's
option
29
for
other
Who got
teams.
money?
Tell
For
us.
point guard. For
Who gets
point
money?
guards.
Everybody, right?
There's 29 other teams.
Brooklyn. That's the only
Everybody
team that has
gets
money.
Tell us who, Nick.
Brooklyn Nets.
Who just got paid? Miles Turner's got what? Won something?
They had to cut. They had to cut, so he couldn't go
Well,
there.
they had to cut Dame.
What
They had to cut
Minnesota
Dame.
Minnesota just do? Who Minnesota need a point guard?
Resign their own players.
They can't afford
3
it.
for 100 for
they don't
Julius
have
Randle and 5 for 125 for now.
nowhere then.
No, it says they don't have. He don't like. If he thought he had the money out there, he'd win. But there's nobody who has that type of money
he wouldn't
for
win.
him in free agency.
But what if he
I mean,
just
you
wanted
can-
to stay?
Miami,
with the
he
team
wanted
and
to stay with
took
his
it-
team,
took it?
Yeah.
Miami. I mean, you got to think about if he went into
do
the
y'all
market.
honestly
Did the team
think that
deny? Did the team deny the option?
So it was a team
it was
option.
a
So the team
team
declined his option.
Not a
So you
player.
can go be a free agent, or you can take this 2 for 50, stay in
You
Houston,
can
keep
take
all your
this,
stuff in your
stay
spot.
here, or we go. Good luck out there in the open market.
I mean, he took the
Because
250,
we
so he know.
Because the market fucked up right now.
Yeah.
So
this year is a little off.
This year's off. Next year, that's a different story. But right now,
It's,
For what they are-
signed, it's,
Yeah, point guards. It's points.
Number 2,
nobody
like
needs point guard.
what was his numbers?
It was a smart move for him.
nobody need point guards. Nah.
For
he
46
wouldn't have got
million?
$46 million.
Nobody need point guards. Me, I want to prove.
Garland is 39.
So if
He
they
gets
picked up
39.
that option, what happened?
Van Fleet averaged 14 and 6 assists and 4 rebounds.
But do they trade him? Do they move him?
Who's going to trade for $45 million Fred?
With a multi-team, you can move.
Put him say this.
You can
They
move.
can't sign Jabari.
Yeah.
They can't go sign
It
Clint
doesn't-
Capella.
They couldn't have signed this group just now.
They can't sign none of them.
They couldn't have signed Black and Mild.
They couldn't have got none of them.
If they
Oh, is
get
his
a
name
sign
still
and
Black
trade
and
with
Mild?
Fred?
But nobody's taking that $45 million. That's what y'all missing here.
Fred,
Nobody
If they sign
is-
him, they don't
this
get
year-
paid people.
That's why it was a team option, bro. If he would have stayed in wherever he signed, that's why it was a team option in the last year. It wasn't a play option.
he didn't have
dog.
nothing on the market.
No, you're missing.
I know.
For
I'm saying,
$45
they had
million.
nothing on the
Think
market.
about it.
Straight,
They're
they
a
ain't gonna take a straight
Think
up
about
trade
for
him. Of
$45
course not.
million.
No,
You gotta
signing
make- I
trade,
gotta pay you
no,
45
who's
just out of
taking that?
KD.
No other team
That
is
means
giving
I
Fred
can't
$45 million.
For that expiring
The 3
contract,
people they just signed.
No, not
That's-
45.
I needed
That's
him
too
to
much.
take.
that's a lot of money.
I needed
That's a
him to.
whole lot.
So what's
To
up
take
with the same thing with this?
40 is
56?
Yeah, so I'm saying I'm not gonna give you this money. What are you
Nah,
gonna
the
do?
same thing.
52.6. It's a team, though.
Because then he'll have to play out that 1 year and then.
No, this
because
year's
he
not
would've been
given
a
to
free
you.
agent.
Walk.
Because it's
Business-wise.
It's a LeBron.
And then what they would have got.
Walk.
No,
I'm talking
walk.
about the numbers, not
No,
I get 46 I get
no,
46
you
million.
can't
So-
separate the two.
If you still want to be the point guard here, how much you gonna take? I'm
Van-
forcing you to do.
Van Fleet averaged 14 and 6 last season.
Yeah, he averaged what?
14 and 6 assists.
14 to 6 for $45 million. What you got there?
Nobody won't.
That's
Van
dope
Fleet.
dog food.
46 million.
Nobody won't.
Rough
Van
grade.
Fleet.
For
Nobody
46
won't.
Nobody
Not at
saying that
45.
for 46 million.
Not at 45.
Won't you listen to all
Not at
46
$45 million, dog. Sign and trade.
They didn't want him for 40. Obviously, they didn't want him for 46.
But they signed them for it.
You average 40.
Back then, I needed it. Back then.
That's why it was a team option.
But it had the
was 3
team
years
option
ago.
on it.
That's why-
He
that's
signed
why-
that 3-year deal with the Rockets
How
2023.
many times did he get 40?
Huh? So I forget what the number breakdown, but he got 2 seasons of that bread. then-
40.
Yeah. And then the team.
I had all the money 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I signed him. I signed Dylan Brooks. Right. That was.
So you really kind of
14
owe
and
me
6, you
46.
need 45 million.
No, you don't owe you shit.
I gave it to you.
We gave you 50 for 2.
You gave me, yeah. Okay.
You gave me your 46 for this season and 4 more million for next
This is
season.
when. Remember, this is when. Was it 2 years ago when we signed? What was his name? 3-letter. We ain't seen him since he left Miami.
Yeah.
That
Nobody.
Gabe.
Yeah.
That's that summer when Gabe just got money.
But no, time out, Gil, because you said Gabe 3 letters, but you were thinking Sam as the name you
Sam.
called him
Sam
previously
Finney-Smith.
until you learned his name.
Gabe. Sam.
Gabe.
Did that. It was that summer.
Shamar Moore.
Yeah.
When everybody was just like, woo, getting money.
Gabe Benson.
Man, we could have got Fred.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. But Swag, you never gave me a grade for the Rockets
You
offseason.
gave me A+.
What?
Made plus.
Said
Okay.
A+.
Okay, because
They,
there was a lot going on before that.
yeah, favorite.
So the first
win.
time in the couch history, you all unanimously agreed Rockets got an A or higher on their offseason moves.
Yeah,
I think
favorite.
they will be a dominant force in the Western Conference, potentially competing with the Thunder to go with the finals. Well, let's talk about the Rockets, one of their newest additions. So LeBron released a new episode of his Mind the